Hello, Beyblade fans! We are back with another Beyblade X unboxing video. This is Meteor Dragoon UX-17, the return of Meteor Drago in X form. This is Chrome Ryugu's Beyblade from his second line of bays, the Cobalt Dragoon line, or the Dragoon line, as the Drake line is right spin, Dragoon is left spin, emphasized by the fact that the box is all black. And it has the other guy right there. It has that saying left. And then, as you can see here, you got the bay, that sweet old metal and rubber, beating the ever-living crud out of Drawn Brave. It is an attack type. And here is all the parts. You got Jolt, 370, and Meteor Dragoon. And of course, we got Mr. Chrome Ryugu himself, the Demon Dragon. And it comes with a launcher, of course. And of course, the cool thing about this is a UX release, so it does have a gimmick. And its gimmick, obviously, is the rubber. It is absorption. So just like Meteor Drago from Beyblade Metal Fight, it has the ability to absorb your spin and use it for itself. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here are all the pieces sprawled out. We have Meteor Dragoon, 370, and Jolt. But first off, let's talk about this launcher. First off, this is a Beyblade X winder launcher. So this is the left spin winder. And of course, it's in a white plastic coloring. And it has a dragon winder. Here is Meteor Dragoon. And it has this nice white metal coat just around the Beyblade itself. And of course, when we zoom in here, we can see that it does have the Metal Fight logo and the Plastic Gen logo here in the corner. So like where my thumb is, the corner's right there. And then in the background behind the dragon itself, you do have the Metal Fight logo. And that's just referring to Metal Fight and Bakuten Shoot, as it is a homage to Dragoon and Meteor Drago. And like Meteor Drago, you have the gimmick that these blue pieces are rubber. And obviously, it's not a lot of exposed rubber. It's just a medium-sized amount of exposed rubber. But it will probably do a lot of damage in your absorption. And just with each one, you can see like there's the dragon head and then the mouth, dragon head, mouth, dragon head, and the mouth. And these look like, even with the metal as is, it does look like it is off-center. Like you can see like here, there's a lot more metal on this side than compared to here. And so I think that it might be a little off balance. And that's just because they don't want to make it too overpowered. Heck, look at Clock Mirage. They turned that thing from a wizard rod guy into a dime. So I could see this one not being as powerful, but it just came out recently, and time will tell when it will happen. So let's see what happens. And of course, the underbelly is red, just to have the chip be red, where you can have the red and blue. Least interesting part of the bay. 370, it's in this light blue and dark blue. It kind of reminds me of 360 from Drawn Sword, just because it is in the same kind of color scheme. It's okay. And then this is the bit called Jolt. In Beyblade Burst, we had a driver called Jolt, which was on Bloody Longinus. And that thing was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. And this one really reminds me of Whole Flat from, I want to say it's Whole Flat from Beyblade Metal Fight. And only reason why I say that is because it reminds me of El Drago's performance tip. And so with the circle, with the hollowed out circle here in the middle, and then of course the tiny, tiny, tiny little guy, it very much reminds me of that bay. And so I think with the, I really don't like that it has these accelerated gears. I wish it was a normal bit, only because of the fact that this is going to slow down very, very quickly in the stadium, and people are just not going to like it. Obviously, I know it's not going to be used for attack. It's going to probably be used more for absorption and stamina draining. So in terms of the bay, not the bit, but competitively wise, I don't see this one viable. It just doesn't. And of course, it has the attack type resistance here, because attack types and balance types have more resistance than defense and stamina, which don't make sense to me, but it's whatever. So there is the top of Meteor Dragoon, and then as we turn it around, the colors, I do love the colors on this. It is very intriguing. It is a chunky bay at the bottom. I think this is really, really chunky, guys. I don't know how it's going to fare in the stadium, but we'll see how it goes. And speaking of, let's get on to some test spins and maybe 1 or 2 test battles. 2, 1, go shoot! Oh, yeah, that's going to be a jumper. That's going to jump a lot. That's going to be very intriguing. I'm going to love this. This is going to be fun. I'm a fan of bays that jump, man. Wizard Rod, because I'm crazy. And I want to see how this new Dragoon can handle the dominant king that is Wizard Rod. But we're not doing it on the normal comp. We're not doing it on the competitive combo. We're just going to do it on our stock combo. I could probably do another video for the competitive combo. I just don't want to do the competitive combo. 3, 2, 1. And Dragoon. Oh, big hit from Dragoon, man. 3, 2, 1. And Dragoon. It's really taking hits out of Wizard Rod there. Now it's slowing down, but can it absorb? That's what we're trying to test here. Can it absorb, even on an attack type bit? Maybe. If you put it on like 5 something and wave, I'm pretty sure you could take out Wizard Rod, but that's not the point of this testing. Oh, big hit from the start. There goes Meteor, getting it ready. Swinging the swing. Swinging those hits. And the hit, ooh, into the pocket it goes. Here are the big boys. UX and CX. Let's go. Big hit from Drawn Brave. Common X hitting Chrome with everything he's got. And then Chrome falling. Big hit. That was kind of like an insta-kill. And booyah. Oh my god! My Funkos, are you okay? Oh god, that was crazy. Oh my lord. What in the world? You jumped, boy! You jumped way too high! Here we go! Ooh, big uppercut. Light leader. Ooh, big hit. It's obviously going to outspin, but... And Meteor Dragoon picks up the W. So let's talk about it. Meteor Dragoon, obviously in these battles, did amazing. It's probably one of the most interesting left spin bays that I've seen in the last couple of years. And trust me, we don't even have a lot of left spins. Just Cobalt in this, I'm pretty sure. But it's an interesting bay. It does a lot of damage. Obviously, look at that paint. It's getting chipped already. The bit, oh my gosh, it moves like a freaking truck. I am surprised of how fast this thing moves. And I thought it would hold it down. Obviously, you can see in the battles that it does move around a lot and it looks kind of unbalanced. That's just going to happen because of the fact that it's an off-centered Beyblade. It is very much off-centered and it's intended to do so. And I really like it. The absorption is a lot to be desired, but then again, it's not meant to be used on this guy and this guy. It's probably meant to be used on like 550 or 560 and wave. So it's more intended for attack combos. Well, the blade can be more so an attack combo, but the blade and everything else can be an attack, stamina. It can be whatever you want it to be. But it's very much intended. You want to use the rubber for stamina or defensive combos because you can deflect and absorb hits. And of course, for attack, probably put on good attack type bits and just go and cause chaos around the stadium and take out every opponent you see. But overall, I am glad that we have another left spin Beyblade in Beyblade X. I'm glad that we finally have an absorber, and I'm glad that it happened to be with Dragoon. And if you guys like this unboxing video and want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.